ready. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. First down here for the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here on the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a catch and run for 6.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Smashes through. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries there, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The Aggies will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Strickland. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's first down from the 11. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Aggies! What a grab and go for the score.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Toner. Buys a little time. He'll let one go down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. When you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Looking to throw, it's Toner. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. They think there's room to run to the right here.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Running back searching for a hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The RPO, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. The aerial assault continues. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Toner. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's good. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Slings it downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a big gain. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires one high and deep. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 10 over the Sharks. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Unleashes one. Oh, man, another. That's three in a row.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Quick touch pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the tackler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this brief, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw its toner. Looking for a deep man. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Just going to keep it after the snap. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Colorado. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that sack's not the offensive line's fault. They gave their quarterback plenty of time to throw that ball.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Offense set on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He fires it out to the right. And that pass is caught at the 25.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
On the move. Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Texas A&M, 28.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian, Kirk, they're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. That knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Trying to get to it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
Colorado, 42. Texas A&M, 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
He's out past the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Toner. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's got it again. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quick strike complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Offense in an empty set. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. That's a live ball. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Well, look what we have here, guys.